this surgery is my last resort.
Today is George's big day. We're all set up for his surgery, the surgical robot, and we will use that to help remove about 2/3 of his stomach.
I don't like this VR. Doc just called and said I'm morbidly obese. It's funny because it's like morbidly obese. Okay, yep, okay. So here we are settling back down into this again. Oh, where's Tammy? Oh my God. The headlines, oh my God. OnlyFans, what the f? We gotta get a bit of a palate cleanser. All right, guys, we gotta get out of the holler for a minute. We gotta go to the land where there's a few more teeth. To a video called Kindergarten Teacher Nearly... I failed kindergarten, apparently. Kindergarten teacher weighs nearly 700 lbs. Too large is the show. I've gotten so many requests to watch this. I don't know why, probably because 80% of my channel is morbidly obese. And I'm not fat phobic. I don't hate fat people, okay? People keep saying that. Reacting to this shit doesn't make me fat phobic. I feel empathy for the people in these videos who will die young. And I hope that they can fix their problems and surround themselves with people that will allow them to fix their problems and figure out what is wrong with all the aspects of their life that have led them to these points. Because it's more than just eating, right? It's like I will never be able to understand it, which is why I'm so fascinated by it. My brother, Casey, there. The show's called Too Large, though. I'm really excited. This guy seems like such a nice guy from what I've seen and heard. I love TLC, you know? I do take advantage of these situations, but not quite as much as TLC does, I think. You know? Is it too mad?
My name is George Covington. I'm 45 and I live in Ellenwood, Georgia.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
Look at him moving around. See, that's what I love too. I think this guy goes to work and everything. Like he weighs 700 pounds and has a complete life. And he's not limited by this disease, right? The amount of respect that I have for this guy without ever having seen this or, you know, with what little I know is immense. Just the first minute is crazy because most of the people in these TV shows are bedridden and they can't move and they're just victims all the time.
You know, I feel like people judge me before they even get a chance to even know me.
Like me. He's got quite a dumpy on him.
For somebody to just look at you and think that you're lazy or think that you're beneath them because you can't fit in a certain seat. It's not a good feeling at all.
I can imagine. That's tough, dude.
For me, every day is a mental battle. I never imagined that this could possibly be my life.
Look, his house is even clean and everything. I want to see how you get there. How do you get to that point of almost no return? God forbid he's 45 years old. That's pretty old. People die from metabolic disorders much younger than that. We can show a graph here, I'm sure. Who's that? Hello?
This is the president of Morbid Beasts Anonymous. Stop educating people about healthy living.
That was the Morbidly Obese Society calling to try to scare me out of making this video. All right, those motherfuckers, they can't scare me. They can't scare me. He's a kindergarten teacher.
Friday, what day will tomorrow be, Kasani?
Oh my gosh.
Good job, sweetheart. Tomorrow will be Saturday. I teach kindergarten, and I
Oh.
weigh as much as 14 of my students combined. Who's your favorite football team?
Giants!
Who said the Giants? Somebody want to fail my class. A lot of parents, they go to the front office and they complain about their kids being in my class.
What?
You know, is he gonna be able to do this? I had one parent, she said, what if he falls on the kids?
I mean, that's a solid point to bring up. Like you can't knock a parent, a good parent. Like that is a serious, like what if just a normal person were to fall on your child, it would hurt him. But not someone who weighs 700 pounds. I mean, you'd have to get the jaws of life to retrieve them. I'm not exactly sure.
For my whole life, I've always been big. I can remember being put on diets as young as preschool.
What? That's a baby. He's a little baby. That's the biggest child I've ever seen.
Even
oh
in
my God, he was
elementary
so
and middle
adorable.
school, nobody called me George. Everybody described me as, hey, that big guy.
He is pretty big. Was pretty big.
So I was always defined by my size. I had a girlfriend in high school. She told me when we broke up, nobody ever gonna want you. And, you'll never have another girlfriend.
Well, I mean, that's not fucking true. I mean, there's literally like an entire subculture of people called feeders on the internet that would be glad to have you, man. If you need some numbers, I got connections, all right? And if you got real clean, nice, good-looking feet, I can help you there too. It sounds so weird whenever I say that, but I was just saying he could be like a foot model or something like that. It'd be pretty easy for, them sour things. You can make a lot of money off them sour things.
Once I became a teacher.
What's that?
I didn't exercise that much, and that's when the mobility really became an issue.
I tell you what, if you asked me how old I thought he was, I wouldn't fucking say 45 years old. Normally people who don't take care of themselves and eat this much, and especially this unhealthy of food, they look like shit. This guy looks like he just graduated college. He looks so young and healthy. His teeth look good and everything.
I would love to be able to sit on the floor and teach with my kids or take them on field trips.
They can't get up.
That does make me feel bad because they feel like they're missing out on something.
That's true. That must be difficult. What are they doing? Picking their noses? I failed kindergarten or first grade when the reason I was homeschooled is because I was following one of those lines going to the next class, and I went to the next class and they yelled at me and made me walk around in a circle for like an hour outside. And my mom is a teacher, so she was very angry with the faculty in the local school, which is a shitty school. And then she just homeschooled me, and then, it was all up from there.
Hey, girl.
I got lunch.
Thank you
I
so
got a
much.
sub sandwich.
I would describe myself as a hopeless romantic.
Aww.
What all you put on my sandwich?
Surprise. See if I know you.
Listen to his
And,
laugh.
we were in a relationship.
Aww.
We dated for about a year. And then she broke things
Oh,
off.
that's sad.
Oh, you had some chips too.
But you're still good
My
friends.
favorite. Now we're friends,
That's good.
but I'm still in love with her.
Oh my god, this is so dude. Who's producing this? Is this the same team producing this as producing the Tammy one? Is this guy really just this much more likable when compared to the holler-dwelling troglodyte known as Tammy Slayton? Queen Tammy 86 on TikTok, who I am a fan of, by the way. That fucking bee's back. Bullshit! They need to hire the same team for all the shows. Imagine how many more people would like Tammy and not just hate her if they had the same people representing them. She needs a publicist. This is bullshit.
George is so sweet, and I still do care for him, but
Yeah.
I think he needs to do what he needs to do to lose the weight so he can go out more.
Good.
Right now, it just isn't the time. But
Good positive
no one knows what the future
reaffirmation.
brings. So we'll see.
I first started thinking about losing weight when someone took that picture of Sincere and I. And I saw
was
the
the
picture,
first
and I
time
was
you thought
like,
about losing weight?
wow. Clearly seeing that picture that I'm not mobile,
Yeah.
that I'm miserable.
Yeah.
I apologize to her for putting her in a position to be with somebody like that,
That's terrible, dude.
because she didn't deserve it.
This is a totally new area we're walking into here. Someone who is morbidly obese and also like self-aware and really understands how to communicate the way they feel in a way that is easy to relate to the average person who's never had to struggle with these things. Like Casey, for example, in his TLC show, it was hard to relate to him because the way that he was portrayed.
You did not get your right order.
Are you kidding me?
No, you didn't. Because if you ordered yourself a meal, it's not in here.
Well, whatever.
Here you go. There's your lunch.
Which just didn't seem like a person, right? He seemed like a whiny, I don't know, like in not every episode, obviously, but there's a few episodes, one where he's gaming in Fortnite. That especially, they made him seem like he was terrible to his father, and etc. And we've seen that that's not true. That's just editing, TLC, scripts, etc. Like TLC trying to achieve a certain product and portray something in a certain way. His cousins on that show weren't even his cousins. For example, Casey outside of TLC is incredibly easy to relate to. This guy, I mean, he seems like a fucking character in a TV show.
I know that I'm dangerously overweight at this point in my life.
Unfortunately, that is true.
I have shortness of breath. I have sleep
Oh, no.
apnea. I sleep with a CPAP machine.
That's not good. Like
My body
Nikocado.
retains water. My legs
That's
just
like-
swell up.
It's water weight.
So
Nikocado,
it's hard
yep.
for me to get around.
The water weight, the edema, is a symptom of congestive heart failure, unfortunately, which is not good. That's really bad. That's like a late kind of a late term symptom for a lot of people, which is very sad to see. I hope this man can get some help.
I have chairs placed throughout the building where I can stop and rest.
That's interesting. It does look hard to walk. I wonder what that must feel like. You think that's like us, like if you were just to do a squat every time you walk, just fucking walking in and out of the room? Gotta get on my cotties. My fish flops. Sorry, I slipped a disc on my way out.
You ready to watch these Falcons win? Yep. What up,
I hate the Falcons.
Hey, what's up, girl? Having my friends over to come watch the game, that's how I reward myself after a hard week of work. Willie, bring the food, man. Oh, Willie,
Yeah.
playing.
Tell you, man.
Willie!
I have a total of 7 siblings on my mom's side.
They got the fucking game on a projector? That's so weird.
George is my big brother. I would do anything for him. I would lay down my life for him in a blink of an eye.
That's
but
nice.
as a family, everyone has always enabled him. You know,
I love this
like
family,
whether
man.
it's be from fixing his food to helping clean his house.
Common.
When it comes to his health,
we
we're
see this time and
terrified.
time again.
Sometimes when he calls and it's a wee hour of the morning or night, I'm afraid. Because anything can happen at this stage with the size he is. So we want him to get help or we're gonna lose him.
True. I mean, see, even Willie, like, for example, Willie's not morbidly obese, right? He's not a thin guy by any means. He's a normal dude. He's a hefty guy. Probably eats what he wants, watches the fucking game, cheers for the wrong team. And the guy is worried about his brother, who is 700 pounds, and imagine when your sibling calls you in the middle of the night, you're immediately just like, oh no, what the fuck? What is this call gonna be? Is this the last call? Is this the last call? That must be difficult. And it seems like through all these shows too, it's the families that are almost equal parts of the problem. Because the subjects of these shows, they can't move around. They need to have someone to take care of them, and then the people who take care of them just keep feeding them. I just don't, it's so confusing.
Joey, come on, do one hard 90.
I can't.
45.
Hard 90.
I can't.
You can do it.
What's a hard
That's
90?
with your legs. Yeah.
Is this a sex thing?
I can't.
A hard 30.
I can't. I just tell you I can't.
It's that time. Making a march.
And you know, he said he was going to take me up on a march off.
So one day I'm gonna challenge her
Yeah, he gonna pull
in a
that
marching
thing out.
contest.
Does he think he can out-march me? And I don't even know why.
If I win, I get a kiss.
Is that a sex thing? Come on. Guys still in love, hopeless romantic.
Yes. Okay, you got it.
right.
All right, cool.
Kiss where though?
I have to get bariatric surgery in order for me to be able to live the life that I want.
That looks like a good wing.
Today I'm going to see Dr. Proctor for the first time.
The
I'm
Dr.
very
Proctor?
excited because I've been trying to get bariatric
No
surgery.
way.
And I'm
He can
ready
drive.
to change my life.
Doesn't Tammy weigh less than him? Dr. Proctor has saved a lot of lives. This is gonna be really interesting.
My biggest fear is that
I like his haircut.
he says he can't help me.
He ain't gonna
This surgery
say that,
is
George.
my last resort.
It is a little bit your last resort, but he's gonna What? George's progress. Yes.
Today is George's big day. We're all set up for his surgery.
Okay, so he's gonna get the surgery.
Once we get access to the abdomen, we're
Is
going
that Dr. Proctor? He looks so sexy.
to a surgical robot, and we will use that to help remove about 2/3 of his stomach.
I don't like this VR. I don't like this type of VR. I don't like this at all. No. Don't show me that. Don't show me that, man. You're gonna make me hungry, bro. You're gonna get me all hungried up. 4 months later. In the big city. In the big city. Look at that guy. Shirt wasn't even tucked in.
I guess you guys wondering why we're here.
They gonna make him run on the track or something?
Well, George wanted to come out here and show that he still has the ability to do some of the things he can do when he was in high school.
What? There he is. Yeah! Round of applause. How much weight has he lost? 100 pounds?
Started at 680. Right now
Okay.
I'm at 556.
Holy shit.
Now I'm able to do things that I once wasn't able to do.
Did they just Photoshop him?
Started at 680. Right now I'm at 550.
They just Photoshopped him. They didn't take 2 different pictures. They literally Photoshopped him. They Photoshopped his breasts smaller. That's so strange. They Photoshopped him, guys. They made him fit. That isn't how it works. He looks like a fucking Happy Wheels character right here.
My next goal is to lose enough weight to live comfortably. This is just the beginning for me.
They Photoshopped him again. I don't think that's I don't know why that's so fucking funny to me. You think they would just like go kiss him?
Good job, George.
Oh, that was the kiss. That's disappointing. This is the feel-good story we needed, by the way, guys. All that other TLC shit. Anyways, go ahead and click this video if you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching.